है मौसम जरा सा रूठा नहीं सन्दीप लामिछाने पनि गेममा छ है त साथीहरु खोलेको हैन खोलेको मैले सेकेन्ड ह्यान्ड खोलेको पुरा
Well, good evening and a warm welcome back here to the, well, quite beautiful Oman Cricket Academy grounds here in Al Emirat. We're all set for the third and final match of the first day. We've seen a highly entertaining and an ebbing and a flowing first day of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup Asia EAP Qualifier, the combined regions coming together to decide the final three spots. We know 17 of the places for next year's T20 World Cup in India and Sri Lanka. We're waiting to find out the final three and we'll find them over the course of the next 10 days. Andrew Leonard here alongside Paresh Lahani. We've got Clinto Anto alongside Rajiva Sandrowan to open the batting for Kuwait. Looks like Sampal Kami's going to take the new ball. Paresh, good evening to you. 141 on the board for Nepal. Will it be enough?
It's a very tricky score. If they bowl well, they will defend the target, but they have to bowl in the right areas, what Kuwait did in the first innings.
Slip in place. We're all set for the second innings. Let's go. Real aggression from Clinto Anto. Is that a sign that the Kuwait have identified to chase this total down? They're going to have to go hard in the power play.
Yeah, I think that is the case. And you can see the field. There's a deep sweeper cover in the boundary line on the offside, and the other boundary rider is deep square leg. The two fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle in the power play.
Yeah, going to split field doesn't he? So Nepal sort of a deep point in place and then a deep square leg. And that means that the third and final leg have to be up in the circle. And Rajiva Sandrowan, probably a bit more of a 50-over player, tends to like to get in, but he could play that crucial Patel role, try and anchor this innings for Kuwait. Nepal will try to do on the reverse side of that is try and bowl as many dot balls as possible. Nepal's fielding will be under the microscope. It was exceptional in the second match of the Unity Cup against the West Indies, and then it was quite poor actually in the third game.
Yeah, there were a couple of drop catches in the third game against West Indies. They have to have a point to prove in the fielding sector that they are extremely good.
They've got an outfielder opposition. I thought Kuwait on the whole were pretty good in the field. They did really well in that first innings. Slip comes out of place and Patel almost creates a run-out opportunity. Well backed up too by defender Sigari. Live wires in the field. If you are just tuning in for the first time, you're welcome along to the coverage. We'd love to hear from you. We just got out amongst the Nepal fans there in between the innings. 3, maybe 400 or 500 of them in here at the Oman Cricket Academy. But we'd love to hear from where you're watching from. Use that hashtag T20 World Cup. Tell us where you're watching from, which part of the world, how you're enjoying the action, and who you think's going to win. We'll read a few of those messages out if we get some time. Oh no, this is going to be it's just skidded on, not a good looking shot at all, and the off stump has gone for a walk, and Sampal Kami will celebrate.
Exceptionally good bowling by Sampal Kami, bowling right on good areas. That is what in the first innings the Kuwaiti bowler did.
क्या बवाल बोल डाले यार 1 2
That
3
is what
4 बॉल में 1 विकेट 1 रन ल यार साथीहरु 32 को वाचिङ है त
Pitched
लाइक गर्दै हो साथीहरु
off stump, the ball rattling the off stump, skidded on. The batsman had no clue about the ball.
ल है त साथीहरु यार बवाल बोल डाले सम्पाल कामी
It wasn't the right shot, was it? It's a shot that should have been a back foot punch. And for what, the 7th, 8th, maybe 9th time to get it done here. This round today, Paresh, a batter's dismissed, trying to play across the line.
Yes, never play across the line when the ball is moving around. You have to play straight with a straight bat.
एकदम राम्रो वाचिङ ल साथीहरु
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको
41 को वाचिङ साथीहरु ल
नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल
सम्पाल कामी यो बलिङलाई के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ है ल कमेन्ट गर्नुस् है ल साथीहरु 4 लाख पुगिसकेको छ सबैजना मिलेर लाइकलाई पनि अगाडि बढाउँ र नेपाली क्रिकेट टिमलाई सपोर्ट गरौँ है ल सम्पाल कामीको 5औं बल आउँदै छ है त
left-hander.
खुसी छन् है सम्पाल कामी चौथो बलमा विकेट बोल्ड हालेकोमा
Pumped up. It must have been a very touch and go call as to whether to go with Kami or Nandan Yadav or Karen KC. It was
तीनजना फास्ट
probably
बलर
only
नन्दन यादव
sort
करण
of
केसी
2 of
ल
the 3 that could play. KC's the one who missed out.
पाँचौं भयो सम्पाल कामीको बल यार
KC will be watching on. His great
Kami,
friend
fielding
Sampal
min
Kami,
pada hai
who loves so
grado.
much, has already
Lo grado.
probably justified that selection
57
decision. It's
को
a
watching
great
है
delivery,
साथीहरु
wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Picture of some hurried
6 लाग्यो साथीहरु ल सब्स्क्राइब
Like you
गर्दै
said,
साथीहरु
Lenny,
सबैजना
trying to play
57 को
across
वाचिङ
the
यार
line.
बोल्ड हेर न
Looking
सम्पाल
sharp.
कामीको बब्बार बोल्ड हो
It's
भित्र
straight.
देखाइरहेको
It's
छ
almost
घरि
as though he
घरि
hasn't picked the ball up particularly well. And
120
anyone who's
को
played against
स्पिडमा
Sampal Kami knows
7.36
he's
को
not
इकोनोमी है
particularly
साथीहरु
tall,
अहिलेको
but
बोल्डमा
he's very skiddy. He always gets it to skid on. I don't think it kept as low as
ल
Sagar
यो
was
छैटौं
indicating.
ओभर सम्पाल
Great
कामीको
bowling
के
from the
गर्छन्
veteran.
कामी एलबिलो लो
Just
अपिल
going to miss the leg stump and nearly creates a rare
Yeah,
chance
no
for
time,
Irie. Great piece of backing up. I think it's Bertel
ल
on the far
साथीहरु
side.
तपाईले लाइक गर्दिनु
He
यार
does so
सबैजना
well to save that he overthrows. It's going to be 2 runs from the first over.
पहिलो ओभर सक्यो है नेपालको ल
Cardiac kids are at it again
अब दोस्रो ओभर गर्न को आउँछन् हेरौँ है
at the end of the first.
बब्बाल बोल्ड
Yeah, missing leg stumped.
इनिस आउट स्विङ रहेछ यार
Definitely
आउट स्विङ बल रहेछ यार यो
a good first over by Sopal Kami. A wicket and just 2 runs of it. One is a leg by, one from the bat.
अब अब जान्छन् वाचिङ किनकि यो सर्ट टाइप स्टिङ हो नि त लङ लास्टिङ गर्नुपर्छ ल साथीहरु है सबैजना है अहिले हेर्नु मिल्दैन नि त ल साथीहरु है सबैजना मिलेर डबल ट्याप गरेर लाइक गर है 6 लाख पुगिसकेको छ भने सब्स्क्राइब कति पुग्यो यार एने पनि मान्दैन
मिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
Place I hold so fondly in my heart as Nandan Yadav is going to open things up from
नन्दन यादव बलिङ गर्न आएको छ दोस्रो थाल्न नन्दन यादव आएका छन् है
the side or maybe a kind of top of his lower back in that first match of the Unity Cup. Only bowled one over, did take a wicket, and then was rested for the rest of the series as a precaution. He's a very important player these days.
401 सब्स्क्राइब पुगिसकेका छन् है साथीहरु ल
Just as I say that, but use that hashtag T20 World Cup, hashtag T20. Tell us where you're
छ
watching
बढ्या
from, who you think's going to win.
ल यार वाइड पहिलो बल वाइड केही छैन नन्दन यादव पनि यो बलमा विकेट हाल्छन् मलाई आशा
Want
छ
to
है
get in
साथीहरु
touch with me directly at Cricket Badge on either
ल
Twitter,
साथीहरु 10 लाख
Instagram.
विकेट एक तिर
Read a
मलाई
couple of
कमेन्ट
questions
हेर्दैन
out. I'm sure you all have questions for my
कमेन्ट
old
पढ्नु पर्यो नि
friend
त
Paresh Lahani, who's alongside me. Good atmosphere building up here now, Paresh.
ल है त
Yes, it
साथीहरु
is.
10 लाख
The
पुगिसकेका
Nepali
छन्
fans
सबैजना
cheering the
सब्स्क्राइब
team.
गर्दै है साथीहरु
First wicket taken by Sopal Kami. The field,
ए
there's a third man
तू सामने आउनु गर
and deep backward square leg.
ए यो फुल लाइभ गर्नु पर्छ भने मैले ल
There's a bit of movement, isn't there? We saw Kami bringing it back into the
पहिलो
left
आइछ
hander.
फुल छ
And again, the same. Don't think
ल साथीहरु है
they'll
31
want
जनाको
to take
वाचिङ
on
10
any
लाख
of the Nepal
पुगिसकेको छ
fielders, even Sandeep
सबैजना
Lamachani.
डबल टेबल लाइक
Hey,
गर्दै
there he does enough. It's another leg by.
नन्दन यादवको पहिलो बल वाइड
He
र
did so
दोस्रो बल
much
लेग बाहिर लगेको छन् है
brilliantly well
एकदम
in that
लेग
first
बाहिर
innings. It was probably just that 19th over has taken a bit of their momentum away. They still would have been
नन्दन
happy
यादव
enough
पनि
with
बलिङ
140 at
हाल्छन्
the start
है
of the
बबाल
innings.
बलिङ हाल्छन्
Yes, they would have been happy with 140 on
छगार
board.
गथे
The target is
315 भएर के
142. The 19th over,
ल
27 runs
साथीहरु
coming off.
नन्दन
The
यादवको
last
यो
over,
दोस्रो
2
बल है
wickets
दोस्रो बल
and just 6 runs.
नन्दन यादवको पहिलो ओभरको दोस्रो बल के गर्छन् हेरौँ है
They kind of
ब्याट्सम्यान आउट
gave
हुन्छन्
it
या
away
बिट
and
गर्छन्
then
हेरौँ
fought
है
back, didn't they? In two different
ल 12 लाख पुगिसक्यो साथीहरु ल त्यसै गरी माया देखाउ है सबैजना ल नन्दन यादवको दोस्रो बल
significant movement,
Aid.
isn't there? And Rashid Riaz has a long think, and I think ends up
Wide
with the right
right, yeah.
decision. I think that was outside the guideline.
नन्दन
Really
यादव
has
2
swung
बल वाइड हालिसकेन है एकै ओभरमा 2 बल वाइड तर यो वाइड
Yes,
होइन है लाइन
this
काटेर
is
गएछ
a
वाइड
decision by
होइन रिभ्यू सिस्टम छैन ठिक
Riyaz,
छ
a very experienced umpire from Pakistan.
ल साथीहरु 20 को वाचिङ साथी प्लिज साथीहरु लाइभलाई सेयर पनि गरिदिनु है
It's pretty hard for Nandan Yadav to adjust the right and left hand combination.
ल
That is why he bowled the
लेफ्ट
first
टाइम
ball over,
ब्याट्सम्यान
trying
रहेछ
to
ठिक छ
angle the
त्यसरी
ball away
वाइड
from the left hander, went way
36 को वाचिङ
wide.
डटेभर लाइक गरिदियो
This time
सबैजना
around,
सब्स्क्राइब पनि
getting
गरिदियो है ल
Went away from the right hander.
बल यार
Yeah, this one probably crossed seam because it didn't swing at all. Just struggling to control the scale. of
बब्बाल
it,
बल हाल्यो है ल
potentially.
नन्दन यादवले अहिले चाहिँ दुईटा वाइड एउटा लेग बाहिर अनि
This is
एउटा
a good
बल
start
ब्याट है
by
ल
Nepal, taking the wicket in the first over.
नेपालले मरेर भए पनि जित्नुपर्ने हुन्छ यो गेम नेपालले जितेपछि अर्को गेम छ कतारसँग नेपालको नेपाल भर्सेस कतारको गेम नेपालले यो वर्ष वर्ल्ड कप खेल्छ कि नै साथीहरु कमेन्ट गरौ त ल वर्ल्ड कपमा सिलेक्ट हुन्छ कि नै हेरौँ त
Swing to
साथीहरुलाई
Anto.
ल साथीहरु
On
14 लाख
1-2,
पुगिसकेका छन् है
whereas Pops are yet to
सब्स्क्राइब
open
कति
his
गर्यो है
account.
Definite movement. Well adjusted by Clintoanto. Having lost that wicket and seeing the movement, to Kuwait almost maybe need to readjust their approach. It seemed like they were sent out with a lot of intent.
111 मा 136 रन चाहियो होला
Maybe
कतारलाई
the
जित्नका
first
लागि
wicket went down. It was a nothing shot.
गुलसनजाले के सिकाउन
That
आयो है
revised the
गुलसन र
approach.
रोहित पौडेल
Probably has changed now. It's not a big
ल
target,
साथीहरु
but you have to get those runs to get a victory out of it.
सागर पर्छ खान्न ए हैन बोल खान हटी छोड ओके बल यार क्याच
Chipped down the
क्याच
ground,
क्याच
not in complete control, but a very good shot. And just extends the
Damn,
arms, and we'll
brother.
get 4. Babsar will hold a lot of keys to this chase for Kuwait, and that's a sparkling stroke. The
ल
full
साथीहरु
play to the
कमेन्ट पनि
back
हेर्छु है ल
shot, and that's the key difference.
And even the bottom hand coming off the bat, hit it straight down the ground, straight as an arrow, with
यसमा
a
हट
straight
खान्न
bat. And that is the way you should play the swinging ball over the moving ball.
ल साथीहरु
not
डबल
play
ट्याप गरेर
across
लाइक
the
गर्दै म
line.
कमेन्ट हेर्छु है अब ल
It's
थ्याङ्क्स
something
वाचिङ
I
है
suppose we're
साथीहरु
saying again
दामी
and
वाचिङ
again
है
throughout the course of the innings.
म
The
हेर्छु है
surface is a
साथीहरु
little
ल
slow. There is movement out there. If you go at it with a cross bat, you're going to get yourself
ल
in
र
trouble.
साथीहरु सबैजना है ल
You even think of those 3 sixes from Gulshan Ja. Okay, you can say they were over the extra cover region, but that was a straight bat that he was extending
ल
through
है
with.
साथीहरु
And the other sixes, the other
चौका
profit
दिइसकेका
areas we've
छन्
seen,
नन्दन
tend to
यादवले
be straight down the
टिप्छ छैन
ground.
नन्दन यादव
That is
7 रन
what,
थियो है
we
5
discussed
बल
about
नन्दन यादव अब नन्दन
first game
यादव
in
आफ्नो
this
छैटो
particular
बल लिएर
ground.
आउँदैछन् है साथीहरु 15 लाख पुगिसकेका छन्
Qatar versus UAE. Whoever
नन्दन
plays
यादव
across the
आफ्नो
line,
छैटो
they
बल लिएर
get,
आउँदैछन्
they
है
get out. Even in the first inning, Asif Sheikh,
हेरौँ
for
नन्दन
example,
यादवले आफ्नो
try to play
छैटो
across
बल
the line,
कस्तो
club
राख्नेछन्
in front.
म लाग्दो होइन म उ लाइट टिकटक लाग्यो लाइट ल है बबाल यार
Again,
बल
plays straight, but a good piece of
फिल्डिङ पनि
fielding.
ठिक छ ल
One-handed
केटाहरूको
pickup
बबाल
from
फिल्डिङ है ल
Kushan Patel, who,
ल
well, if
साथीहरु
anything,
है
he's elevated his
सबैजना
fielding
मिलेर
up towards that
लाइक एन्ड सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिउ त
sensational level of Dipender Singh Airi.
सरी है
Hard to split the two of them at the moment, particularly right now. End of the second over, 10 for 1. What a great atmosphere we have. Entirety of this main grandstand, the media centre.
हेर्नु ल न ल है पटर आयो है 403 सब्स्क्राइबर पुगिसकेका छन् भने साथीहरु
Depart top, subject top. Skyworth Home Appliances.
15 जनाको वाचिङ साथीहरु
यदि कार्पेट किन्दा
नेपाल
कार्पेटको पछाडि
नेपाल
यतिको
नेपाल
लोगो हेर्न
विक्रम
नबिर्सिनु
पठान
होला।
भाइ नेपाल
यति कार्पेट,
नेपाल
कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
सुदूरपश्चिम नेपालले जित्छ कि नै है कमेन्ट गर्दै नेपाल जित्छ कि नै सबैजनालाई है
Gives himself room outside the leg stump. Clintoanto continues with his aggression. Already heard from fans in Canberra watching at 4 o'clock in the morning. What? How are you staying up? He says he's starting his work shift. Vijay Pragya at 6 a.m. I don't think you're going to sleep at this rate, my friend.
विक्रम पन्त भाइ
Great to see the
वेलकम है
passion from every
ल
corner
है साथीहरु
of the
सबैजना
world.
मेरो
Lots of
लाइक
fans
एन्ड
watching
सब्स्क्राइब
on
गर्दै
from
कमेन्ट गर है
Nepal. We've got messages from
नेपालले
Birgunj,
जित्छ कि
Malakpur,
नेपाल जय नेपाल भनेर सबैजना कमेन्ट गर
all
ओ
across
भाइ सम्पाल कामीले
Poker as
पहिलो
well.
बल डट खाएका छन् दोस्रो बल
Pyro
खेल्न
up.
आइसकेका छन् सम्पाल कामी बल यार
Tuns into the pad. Kami looks to me to be bowling at a good pace here. As quick as
ल
Nandan
साथीहरु
Yadav, both
सत्रलाई
up in that
30
sort
को
of
वाचिङ
35 km/h
दीपक
range.
छेत्री वेलकम है
Kami is not
दीपक
that
छेत्री
tall, but he gets the ball,
लाइभ
he
हेरौँ है
gets the
दीपक
ball
दाइ
to skate through the
डबल ट्याप
surface,
गरेर लाइक गरिदेऊ
and the grass is helping him.
सम्पाल कामीले आफ्नो दोस्रो बल लेग बाई रन दिएका छन्
On the
भने
other hand, he's
सम्पाल कामीको
quick. He uses his
फर्स्ट
shoulder
ओभर बबाल
at
गएको
the
थियो है
last moment. That is why
बबाल
he
बोल्ड
gets
हालेका
that
थियो सम्पाल
bounce.
कामीले ल साथीहरु 18 लाइक पुगिसकेन 22 को वाचिङ लाइभलाई पनि शेयर गरिदिउँ ल तेस्रो बल लिएर आएका छन् सम्पाल कामी आफ्नो ओभरको बबाल बल यार
Still shape in, but they'll get through for the single. Do have a great question
ल
for you,
साथीहरु
Paresh. Bipin Gamer for this. He says, despite Nepal's rich legacy of quality left-arm spinners, why do our top-order batsmen for Nepal still struggle against them?
अब सम्पाल कामी आफ्नो ओभरको चौथो बल लिएर आउँदैछन् है
Trend of late, hasn't it? Nepal struggling against left-arm spin.
Yes, it has been, and the key factor to that is they have
सम्पाल कामी
regularly
आफ्नो
playing
ओभरको
Lalit
चौथो
Rajbanshi
बल लिएर
or
आउँदैछन्
Shahab
है
Alam or other left armers in Nepal.
सबैजना
They
मिलेर
should
सब्स्क्राइब गरिदेऊ
get some left arm spinners from India or go to India and play left arms with different
सम्पाल
left arm
कामीले आफ्नो
spinners.
चौथो बल ओ
Big
बीट
swing and
गरेका छन् है
miss.
सम्पाल
Anto
कामीले
was
बीट
only
गरिदिएका
being
छन्
sent out to do one thing, and another shot across the line, not affected. In reference to the left arm
सम्पाल
spin in
कामी
the first
फर्ममा छन्
innings,
है
there
बल्ने
was
आज
5 overs of it, and it was effective. Just 1 for 26 from those 5 overs. The surprise for me was Yasin Patel didn't bowl his fourth and final, to be honest. But Mohammad Azam bowled nicely too, and then there was also the leg spin from Naveen Raj and Shiraj Sharif.
ल
Good
साथीहरू
start this from
सबैजना
Nepal. They're going to
बिसको
need to
वाचिङ
be at their
सत्रलाई
best. They
पुगेका छन्
don't have the power total of 150. Change in the field. Long on goes back. Deep point comes into the circle now. Deep square leg stays out.
पाँचौं बल बबाल बल हालेका छन् है कर्ण सरी सम्पाल
Swinging
कामीले
away merrily here to
कर्ण
knock
केसी
forward
पनि
Clinto Anto.
छन्
They're
कि
getting that
छैनन् कि
inside edge
छन्
again,
आएको
coming
छन्
down
कर्ण
the
केसी
track,
छन् है
trying to heave that down to long on. Again, trying to play across the line. If you're coming down the pitch, why don't you use a
बिसको
straight
वाचिङ है
bat?
साथीहरू ल
Try to hit it over the bowler's head or over mid-off.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. That's where you got to go. You've got to bomb it down the ground. I think going square, particularly the fielders out there protecting square, beats the outside edge. Only 3 runs again. It's that skid from Kami, and the score is 13 for 1.
सम्पाल कामीले यो ओभरमा 3 रन मात्र दिएका छन् है 3 रन खर्चिएर 0 विकेट है यो ओभरमा फर्स्ट ओभरमा 1 रन खर्चिएर 1 विकेट लिन सफल भएका थिए
एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल एसियन पेन्ट्स अल्टिमेट प्रोटेक्ट शाइन यसमा भएको युभी हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार वर्षौं वर्ष
पुस्तो पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनेरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनेरी बनाउने सधैँ केएफसी
26 को वाचिङ लाइक गर्दैन सबैजना
If you lose 2, you're out.
Yeah, and it's that simple. There's no doubt about it. Same situation and scenario for Samoa, and the same for whoever loses this match. And then just to explain it a bit further, if you get through your group, you will carry the result through with the other side you qualify with. So if you win 2 and you're at the top of the group, you'll obviously have 2 points then with both of those wins. Only one of them counting. You'll play 4 more matches in the Super 6.
ओ ललित राजवंशी आएको छैन है आफ्नो पहिलो ओभर ओ यार कुशल भुट्टे फिल्डिङ यार
creates a run out opportunity, sprawling to his left, diving and throwing in the same motion, but unable to get that throw on target. And then just to finish off the structure, the one game you carry through the result of, and the 4 results against the 2 other groups. Top 2 that you'll play against gives you 5 games in the Super 6 table. Top 3 in that qualify. No semi-finals, no final. Just that simple.
Oh yeah.
And that means that whilst you can battle back, a good start is essential.
Nissan Shrestha welcome.
Yes, that is what Oman and UAE have done.
Nissan
They
Shrestha
won the
welcome
first
है
match.
लाइक गरिदिनु है डबल ट्याप गरेर सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु है च्यानललाई ल 24 को वाचिङ यार बबाल 30 लाइक पुगिसकेका छन् है
They are in a comfortable position.
Do you mean particularly in this Group B with Japan to play? Good shot. We've been talking about it again and again. Go straight down the ground. You'll get good reward there. It's the first maximum of the chase.
छक्का खयो यार ललित राजवंशी आएर
It's a really good stroke, isn't it? The way in which he extends his arms, elegant as anything. One of the shots of the day for me.
Yes, it was. It hit it straight down the ground towards the side screen with a straight bat over the mid-off fielder. Like we always discuss about hitting straight.
लाइक
Will get you
सब्स्क्राइब
good
गरिदिनु
reward. That is a very good
सबैजना
example.
Are you surprised with the change of bowling? I know Nandan Yadav was probably struggling to control the swing, but looked like it was very favourable in terms of seam bowling conditions.
नीड विकेट
Necessarily
भन्नु
need
भएको
change
छ
to
नीड
spin,
विकेट
particularly
चाहिँ
with the fact that Rajapaksa's going to have
करण
to bowl
केसीले बबा
to the left-hander
सम्पाकामीले
here.
बबाल हालेका है पहिलो बल है पहिलो ओभरको
Gets
दोस्रो
away
बलमा
with that
बबाल
one.
विकेट
That
हालेका
beats
है
the infield. That runs for 4.
निशान्त सरले भन्नु भएको छ
It's a packed offside field. There's a
Ekta
short
type
third,
hai.
backward point, cover point, extra cover, short extra, and mid-off. The 5 fielders inside the circle. takes a very neat catch, a comfortable catch.
सन्दीप
At long
जोराको
on.
क्याचलाई के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ
What
तपाईँ
do I
सन्दीप
know about the
जोराको यो बबाल
matchups?
शानदार क्याचलाई
Left arm spinner to the left-handed batter. We
ल
see it
दोस्रो
again
विकेट
and
गइसकेको छ है
again.
कुवेतको
And maybe the change of bowling was a very good one. It might have cost the
20 मा
maximum.
2 विकेट है गुड
But
जब
the
गाइज
slight change in angle, it's a clever, it's a canny piece of
Nishan
bowling, isn't it?
Shrestha.
He's trying to go straighter. He might
Good
even be
job.
trying to go over long off.
बबाल क्याच गरे यार
Rajbanshi followed him.
ल जय नेपाल कमेन्ट गर्दै है सबैजना जय नेपाल
Jura takes the catch and he says, look at those lights, they're the brightest I've
जोराको
seen.
बबाल क्याच है
What a
शानदार
looks
क्याच हो यो
quality
है
to them.
जोराले
It's Bavsar who's got to go back. He's gone for 11 and Nepal have 2 in
विनोद
the
साउन्ड
power play.
वेलकम है
They would
सरजी
love a
विनोद
third.
साउन्ड
Kuwait
सब्सक्राइब गरिदिनु है
20 for
डबल
2.
ट्याप गरेर लाइक गरिदिनु र सब्सक्राइब पनि गरिदिनु है ल 21 लाइक पुगिसकेका छन् विनोद साउन्ड जय नेपाल कमेन्ट गरिदियो है सबैजना
विकल्प छैन आजको जमाना
जय नेपाल कमेन्ट गरिदियो है सबैजना जय नेपाल जय नेपाल कमेन्ट नेपालले जित्छ आज जित्छ कि हार्छ ल भन्नुहोस् त कन्फर्म भन्नुहोस् त जय नेपाल कमेन्ट गरिदियो है जय नेपाल विनोद साउन्ड थ्याङ्क जय नेपाल थ्याङ्क यू लैजाल बङ्सी आफ्नो बल गर्दैछ नै अर्को ओ क्या बवाल बल हाल्यो है ल निशान्त श्रेष्ठ सुन्दर लिम्बू वेलकम जय नेपाल
That 142 is
जय नेपाल 100% जित्छ मलाई पनि त्यही लागेको छ निशान्त श्रेष्ठ जित्छ 100% जित्छ
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाट
लक्ष्य अनेक
को कहाँदेखि हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ कमेन्ट गर्नु है कुन कुन ठाउँबाट हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ हाम्रो च्यानल हाम्रो लाइभ कुन कुन ठाउँबाट हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ कमेन्ट गर्नु है
जिन्दगीलाई
निशान्त सर कुन ठाउँबाट हेर्दै
एक्स्ट्रा
हुनुहुन्छ
अर्डिनरी बनाउने सधैँ केएफसी
TR was there for a TR.
अरुण वेलकम
Wonderful.
डबल ट्याप गरेर लाइक गरिदिनु अरुण
Nandan Yadav's going
सब्सक्राइब
to
पनि
have a change
गरिदिनु
of ends.
नन्दन यादव आफ्नो ओभरको दोस्रो ओभर लिएर आएका छन् है
From this end as he charges in. All of a sudden,
दोहा
Kuwait are probably going to go into consolidation mode, but we haven't seen
नन्दन
that from
यादवले
Anto. He's
आफ्नो
swung at every
दोस्रो
ball.
ओभरको
What's he gonna do?
पहिलो बल गरिसकेका छन् र
He's
एक
been
रन
swinging,
दिएका
but
छन्
the swing and go
र नन्दन
across the
यादव
line.
आफ्नो
That is why he's been missing
दोस्रो
the
ओभरको
ball, getting those
दोस्रो बल
inside
लिएर आएका
edges,
छन् है
getting those gloves.
ल
It's very simple. Just
Nepal.
watch the ball, try to hit it straight as you can. You'll get good reward.
सुन्दर लिम्बू लाइक गरिदियो है लाइक नगरेको लाइक गरिदिनु न यार
It sounds easy from
कसले लाइक
here.
गर्नु भएको छ लाइक गरिदिनु 21 लाइक छ
Always easy to
सब्सक्राइब पनि
watch
गरिदिनु
it
है
from afar and say, oh, just
95
do
बलमा
this.
181 लाग्यो है
You're getting good reward down the ground.
नन्दन यादव दोस्रो बल हालेका छन् राम्रो बल
And for Kuwait, they'll know the importance of this first game.
अँ,
Get a win. and all of a
15
sudden
ओभरमा
you're
जित्छ
thinking about a
नेपालले
position of taking 2 points through into the
निशान्त
Super
श्रेष्ठ
6.
सर भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ 15 ओभरमा नेपालले जित्छ
Get
भन्दै
yourself
हुनुहुन्छ
into a position of
गेम हेरौँ
really believing.
रोहित पौडेल र एम्पायर
Might
बिच
be able to
डिस्कसन
qualify
के
for
डिस्कसन
maybe
भयो त
T20
थाहा छैन
World Cup.
कसैले पनि
Nepal would be a third T20 World Cup, but remarkably, Sampal Kami took that opening
ल
wicket.
सेयर गरिदियो है
Well played,
सम्पाल
all
कामीले
three of them.
बार बोल्ड हालेका थिए यार त्यो बोल्ड त
Yes,
बिर्सनै
he's
बिर्सनै
the only
सकिँदैन
one
कहिले
who played the 2014, the first ever T20 World Cup Nepal played.
ओ
Bit of innovation attempted, and
ब्याकअप
the off stump is rocked
चौका
back.
बबाल चौका
Nepal now have 3 in the power play. It's another very ambitious
म
stroke,
चौका भन्छु यार
Kuwait's batters
नन्दन
not
यादवको यो
really learning their
शानदार
lessons.
विकेट बोल्ड है ल
and it's a shot yet to get off the
ल
mark.
साथीहरू
That despite
नन्दन
fine
यादवलाई
leg
पनि
being up in the
केही
circle, you
भनिदिनु
have
है
to say
नन्दन
is
यादवको बारेमा
ambitious
नि
at
केही
best.
राम्रो जाओस् एक
Nandan
शब्द
Yadav
दिनु
strikes another good bowling
नन्दन
change.
यादव
Yes, it
बबाल
was
बलिङ हाले नन्दन
again
यादवले
trying to
अहिले
play across the line,
बोल्ड
trying to
हालिदियो
play
यार
a ramp
बबाल बोल्ड
behind the keeper's head.
निशान्त सरजी
Not
निशान्त
watching the
श्रेष्ठ
ball.
हेर्नुहोस् न कस्तो बबाल बोल्ड हो
Head was
यार
up,
बोल्ड हो यार यो यत्रो सर्ट बल बोल्ड भयो
completely
यार
beaten and bowled by Nandan Yadav. He has to depart for
बबाल बोल्ड
help the keeper batsman.
नन्दन यादवलाई पनि केही भनिदिनुहोस्
Can't imagine that was.
उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टील वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी
एकदम खतरनाक हो सरजी यो त एकदम खतरनाक नन्दन यादवले पनि दोस्रो ओभरमा आफ्नो पहिलो विकेट लिन सफल भएका छन् नन्दन यादव विनोद गुड जब
Nepal, they took the momentum in.
नन्दन यादवले आफ्नो
From the first
दोस्रो
innings as a
ओभरको चौथो बल
consequence,
लिएर
and
आउँदैछन्
they've
हेर्नुहोस्
really picked that up with their bowling here in the second. It's been an inspired performance thus
24
far.
लाइक 24 को वाचिङ
And Yasin Patel will come to the crease at number 5. These two will need to build
ल
a
है
partnership.
त 21 एभ्री ओभर डिड विकेट
Too wide outside
बल
the
वाइड
off
है
stump. There is pace
मलाई
there,
के
isn't
लाग्छ
there,
भने
for
नन्दन यादव
Yadav?
बढी वाइडमा
None of
गइहाल्छन्
his
त्यही पनि नन्दन यादवले
ball
बबाल
across the
बलिङ
left
हाल्छन्
hand, just pushing the ball away. That is why it went away. You can see
करण
his
केसीको
wrist
ठाउँमा
position. It's
नन्दन यादव आउँछन् ल
facing towards
करण केसीले
the
सन्यास
band
लिएपछि
region.
नन्दन
That's
यादव
why the
पनि
ball
हुन्छन्
went
तर
away
करण केसीले
from
सन्यास
the
नलिएर
left-hander.
नन्दन यादव गेममा पढ्छन् विश्वकपमा पढ्छन्
It's good to see that the senior pro Sompal Kami coming to chat
तर विश्व
with Nandan Yadav, the young fast bowler.
ल यार
We see a
बल
bit
यार
of
क्या
Depender
बल
Sagari
हाल्यो
with the
यार
bowling.
नन्दन
He's looked
फेरि
in great form
गुड
in
बल
terms
है
of his bowling. Good against the West Indies in that first game.
नन्दन
Very
यादव
good
अब आफ्नो
performance here.
दोस्रो ओभरको पाँचौँ बल लिएर
Yes,
आउँदैछन्
he'll
है
definitely come and bowl probably out of power play or inside power play. You never know. He opened the bowling
19
against
को
West
वाचिङ
Indies in the
24
first
लाइक
game. And even in
साथीहरू
the
सेयर
second game
गरिदिनु
as well.
लाइभलाई लाइक पनि गरिदिनुहोस् सबैजना डेली आउनु होला है लाइभमा डेली नेपालको गेम भएपछि म ऊ हाल्छु कम्युनिटी पोस्ट गर्छु आउनु होला है नाइडे गेम हेर्नलाई ल
Slightly
यार
leg
क्या
sideish
बल
will
हान्यो
allow Yasin Patel to get off the mark. One thing is certain about Kuwait, though, they bat
अनिल
deep.
तामाङ सब्सक्राइब
Come up
गरिदिनु
without
है
number 10. They'll keep coming at Nepal. The challenge is what
पावर
Nepal are
प्लेमा
doing,
नेपालले 5 विकेट हाल्छ र
starving the boundaries and bowling dots here in the power play. They're building that
हाल्छ र
requirement rate
निशान्त
up now. It's
श्रेष्ठ
starting to
सर
push towards 8
पाँच
runs per over.
पाँच मतलब पावर प्लेमा नेपालले 5 विकेट
The more dot balls Nepal bowl, the more pressure builds up on
योमा
Kuwaiti batters.
नन्दन यादवले 1 विकेट हाल्छन्
Kuwait
फेरि अर्को
in
विकेट
trouble,
हाल्छन् भने
23 for 3 in the
पावर
fifth
प्लेमा
over.
5 विकेट जान्छ ल ल हेरौँ ल है सरजी हेरौँ ल है हाल्छन् सायद योमा बोल्ड हुनुपर्छ है योमा क्याच आउट या बोल्ड हुनुपर्छ है ओ यार
Goes full in
रनआउट
straight,
भयो
takes
रनआउट
an approach
भयो
and jab.
ओ बच्यो
Decides against throwing it. He was quite deep there at mid-on, so always an easy
अनिल
single
तामाङ
as
सर
long as that
सब्सक्राइब
toe
गरिदिनु
went
है
immediately. It'll get us to the end of the
लाइक
fifth
पनि
over.
गरिदिनु है हजुरले लाइक
And
गर्नुभएको
Kuwait
छैन लाइक
are in a bit
गरिदिनु
of
र
trouble.
सब्सक्राइब पनि
24
गर्नुभएको
for
छैन भने
3.
सब्सक्राइब गरिदिनु
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
ल 24 लाइक है दामी दामी ए गरे हौ ल ठिक छ सरजी त्यसो भए
यसमा भएको युभी हाइब्रिड
सानो सानो युट्युबरलाई सपोर्ट गरौँ
पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
ल
विलेनबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माण
नेपालले जित्नुपर्छ है
पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
आज आज सन्दीप डामिछाने पनि गेममा छन् है सन्दीप डामिछाने पनि पढ्न सफल भएका छन्
As the
फेरि
T20
लैजाल
has
बङ्सी आएका छन्
evolved around for, well, not that much more than 2 decades now on the international scene.
देखाउँछु सर
It's
ढोक्नु न
exactly 20 years. This has turned into a more
Okay,
and
okay,
more
keep
important
going,
over, isn't it? Because the batters should have got the pace of the pitch, and it's the final one of the fielding restrictions. Nepal took it for 12 or maybe 14 in the first. Kuwait will need to do the same to start to get up towards that
नयाँ
requirement
नयाँ
rate.
लाइभ स्ट्रिम गरिरहेको छु आज 5
Yes,
महिनापछि
the
अब
5 ball
भोलिदेखि
remaining of the
अर्को
power
गेमदेखि
play.
आउँछ रोक्नु
The left arm spinner bowling against the left arm batter. Matchups, we always talk about matchups. He already taken a wicket of a left-hander.
यार बल
You're right on the money. Rohit Powell, his 50th T20I, just doing the fielding there as captain. Amazing to think of such a young man having led his country
लाइक गरिदिनु है त्यसको वाचिङ
through
छ लाइक
some
गरिदिनु
turbulent
सबैजना
times.
मिलेर
He probably assumed the
सब्सक्राइब लाइक
captaincy in
गरिदिनु
a way in which he wouldn't have envisaged or imagined. Coming to the role at a very young age. This one can't be given out. LBW pitches outside the leg stump. As Yasin Patel looks for
निशान्त
the
श्रेष्ठजी
sort
लाइक
of sweep around
लाइक
the corner,
गरिदिनु
but he's
गरिदिनु भनेर
really
कमेन्ट
grown
गरिदिनु
into
छ
the role, hasn't he? And
सबैजनालाई
he looks very comfortable as the leader
ओ
now.
यार बाउन्स
Yes, he has done a terrific job captaining Nepal
ल
since
24 को वाचिङ
2022.
24 लाइक बबाल
Also shows the volume of cricket that Nepal are playing these days.
ओ अपिल
Again, pitches
एलबीडब्ल्यूको
outside the leg
अपिल
stump. And you would have
एम्पायरले
to
निकालेका
say,
छन् अपिललाई
probably the Cricket Association of Nepal, alongside some of the the other boards, you think of the Ugandan Cricket Association, Kuwait themselves, Qatar. A lot of these boards are doing a really good job at getting games outside of the official ICC or ACC pathways, at getting bilateral tournaments. As the slog sweep comes out, and it's going to go over the head of Depender Singh Airi. We said there'd be some attack in the sixth over. There indeed is. It comes from Yasin Patel, and Rajbanji's hit for the second six of his spell.
Talking about matchups, this is a good clean hit by Yasin Patel towards square leg for a six. Nicely picked up, slog sweep. He tried that shot earlier, he missed it. This time around, he got the mid of the bat.
Question will be, does he look to go again? Big gap at mid-wicket. Deep backward square is out, long on is out. Can't go again because Rajbanji bowls flatter through the air. So it's again 7 from his over. He's got 1 for 14. Kuwait 31 for 3 at the end of 6.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाट
Nepal top, सब ठीक ठाक.
Sunflower oil, मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद. यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
A slog sweep by Yasin Patel in the last over of the power play, which went for 7 runs. After 6, Kuwait are 31 for 3, and there's a bowling change.
And a big cheer as well because Sandeep Lamachani will come into the attack.
फेरि 2 विकेट गयो भने अलि दबाब होइन सर, धेरै दबाब हुन्छ.
He starts very well. Nice drift and a bit of turn away. A lot written about the reasons and the fact that he wasn't involved in the West Indies series. He was there on the first day. He missed the first game for personal reasons and then wasn't in the squad for the last 2 games. But he's now back in his national colours and he is hoisted high into the air towards long on, and it's dropped, burst through the hands of Nandan Yadav. He spoke about the importance of Nepal's fielding. That should have been taken. Lamachani should have celebrated his return to the national team with a wicket second ball. Instead it goes for 6.
Yeah, he should have taken that. He was really comfortably under the ball. Burst it through the hands.
Back live with you now. Goes flatter, goes with the googly. Yeah, one thing I know about Kuwait from covering so many of their games, they will continue to attack even if they lose 5, 6, 7 wickets. They have hitters all the way throughout their lineup. Big moment in the game, that the biggest swing we have really in our sport, a wicket or a maximum.
That is where Nepal has to.
You got to show their quality personally in the field.
Yes, they have to, not only 3 or 4 players, but all 10, including the keeper. They have to feel well.
And I suppose that's where historically there's been a bit of weakness from the likes of Rajbanji, who does work very hard at his fielding, maybe Lamachani himself, but you'd have expected Nandan Yadav to take that very catchable opportunity.
Oh, leg is.
But instead it just burst through his hands. It almost felt like he didn't get a touch on it. It just kind of went straight through.
It looked like he was under the ball very comfortably in the first instant, but I don't know, however he missed the catch. Probably the light was not the issue, the floodlight was not the issue.
Yeah, he won't have been looking directly into either of the 2 big pylons there from the angle that it came at, so
अहिलेको यो ओभरमा नाम्थाङले रन खान छैन रन खान छैन नन्दन यादवको गल्तीले एक छक्का प्राप्त भएको नभए 1 2 3 रन दिएको होला ठिकै हो
He's first the best over of the chase for Kuwait. The score 41 for 3.
यो केही हैन सर दियो
हरेक लक्ष्य
यो क्याच मिस गर्नु हुन्न नन्दन यादवले
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी भनेकै Red Bull. Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV hybrid टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
स्पेशल सेलिब्रेशन्सलाई झन्डै स्पेशल बनाउने सधैँ KFC
Each at some time.
At number 9, but they'll just keep coming and coming and coming at Nepal.
That is where Nepal should capitalize.
Spinner la.
There's a bowling change.
Dependence
Dipender
area
Singh
over
the off.
पहिलो ओभर ल्याएर आएको
Comes
छ
into
पावर
the attack
प्लेसको
to the left-hander.
पहिलो ओभरमा है
Yashin Patel.
डिपेन्डेन्स सिंहले के भन्छ अलराउन्डर बल बबाल बल
This is
हालेका
a good
छन्
move. Irene is interested with an LBW appeal. His initial instinct was to go for
Tiger.
a piece of fielding to the leg side. That would have
Tiger
been far
भन्दा
away.
पनि गर्दै
Would have
है
missed leg stump by much this.
23 जना डबल टाइप लाइक गर्यो 23 जना छन्
You feel like these 4
50
overs, or
लाइकको
potential
टार्गेट
4
है
overs
आजको
by
लाइनमा
Irene are very
धेरै चाहिएन
important. When he's good with the ball, he's exceptional, isn't he? He can go with sort of
50 लाइक
3.5, 4
पुगिसकेका
runs
छन्
and over.
50
And they
लाइकको
need that from
टार्गेट
him tonight.
And he bowls very quick through his overs. Coming around the wicket to the right-hander as well.
कति सब्सक्राइबर पुग्नुहुन्छ तपाईको मर्जी 50 लाइकको टार्गेटलाई 25 जना लाइभ हेर्दै हुन्छ
He
409
simply does
सब्सक्राइबर
everything on
छन्
fast forward. And the problem is he's so quick between his deliveries, so quick at fielding off his own bowling. He can bowl an over against you in a flash before you even know
र दिपु
it's gone through you as a batting pairing.
बल
I think
दामी
he's
बल
bowling
आफै
as well
गएका
as he's
छन्
ever
बलको लाइन
bowled. Look at the way he becomes a 12 fielder. They take
Throw,
him on.
Ronaldo.
Opportunity.
Ronaldo.
Oh, and so nearly
chance.
the 4th wicket. Irie sprinted 30
चौथो
yards
विकेट
and picked
एम्पायर
up
इन्कार
and
छन्
through
त्यहाँ
in one
गर्छन्
motion.
टेक
It's not
विकेट
11 fielders out there when Irie's about. It's 12.
He is a live wire in the field. Look at him go after the ball.
रिभ्यू सिस्टम भएन है रिभ्यू सिस्टम भयो थाहा हुन्छ रिप्ले देखाएका छन् एम्पायरले फुल
You've got to
रिप्ले
recognise your fielder there if you're Kuwait. This is close as well. Direct hit.
Not
Might
out.
have been gone.
Direct
Good
hit,
umpiring from Phil Gillespie,
26
who
को
gets the
बात
right decision. Asif Sheikh appealing to the wrong side. Again, flat through the air. He'll again field off his own bowling. Does Dipender Singh Ari know that other players are allowed to get involved in the game, or he just does it all himself?
He's so quick that he can cover the 30-yard circle by himself. He doesn't need any other fielders.
Literally can't he? Remarkable efforts and energy and enthusiasm and passion for the game. Good start from Irie. Just going to be 4 from his first over. That's what Nepal needed after a big 10-run over off Lamachani. End of the 8th. It's a 45 for 3.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाट
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
ल अब सन्दीपले आइरहेको छ है
होम एप्लायन्सेस यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति
ल
कार्पेट
सन्दीपले
कार्पेटको
जित्नु भयो
शहंशाह
स्पेशल सेलिब्रेशन्सलाई झन्डै स्पेशल बनाउने सधैँ KFC
T20 auction for Kuwait players. Lamachani's cut away for a single. Mohammad Aslam, the captain, he went for 14,000 to the Sharjah Warriors. Mohammad Shafiq, who we saw bowl so well there in the first innings, he went for 10,000 to the MI Emirates. Bilal Tahir to the Desert Vipers. Meet Bavsar for 14,000 to the Gulf Giants. Adnan Idris, who is not in the squad, I don't think, went to the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. No surprise to see it was Anudeep Chentamara off to Dubai Capitals. So that's a huge development, isn't it? You come in, you start to play with some of the best players in the world. You go into really professional environments. They might not play every game, but whatever exposure they get is going to help Kuwaiti cricket.
Yeah, it will surely help their development of in their particular game as well.
सबैजना सब्स्क्राइब गरिदियो है बल यार सन्दीप गयो भने
What was the talk back in Nepal about Sandeep Lamachani missing out on those games? I think most Nepal fans obviously want him in the 11. It was a big surprise to see him not playing there.
Yeah, that is what the head coach Stuart Law in the press conference said, that because of personal reasons that he didn't play. Apart from that, we don't know anything.
Back into the 15, straight into the 11. Looks in good rhythm to me. As he's pumped down the ground, good place to hit here, and it's going to be one bounce and fly for 4. Great footwork. In fact, it's going to go all the way for 6. Would like another look at that. Thought it might have just bounced once in front of the rope. Give it as a maximum.
Yeah, again, coming down the track, hitting it straight.
Just out of our camera shot, maybe just cleared the rope. Indeed, Phil Gillespie had no hesitation in raising the arms aloft. Much more like it. Maybe this angle will tell us. Get a look here. Come back live now. So again, he goes straight down the ground. Equation starting to become more manageable. That 6-50 rush.
Yes, it's sure did. And Nandan Yadav dropped the catch off Cleto.
Drop the ball catch gare.
Yeah, it cleared the rope.
I knew it bounced on grass.
Deepak Dai, welcome.
Didn't know it was just over the rope. As they won't get the single here. Another expensive over for Nepal. Kuwait coming into this chase. A good little 4th wicket partnership brewing up. 9 from it. It's 54 for 3.
Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
ल अब यो ओभर फाल्न को आउँछन् ल गेस गर्नुस् साथीहरु यो ओभर बलिङ गर्न को आउँछ होला सायद गेस गर्नु कस्तो मिल्छ हेरौं ल गेस गर्नुस् को आउँछ 22 को वाचिङ यार बबाल वाचिङ छ त यार
प्राइम बिलेट बाट बनेको हरिक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT
को आउँछन् ल यो ओभर सुन्न ल
पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
Warm-ups. Plenty of options.
Even thing if आफै आएको नै
They tend to all. I can't remember a game where they've only gone with 5 bowlers in recent times.
Yeah, they have plenty of options for the captain Rohit. He can come and roll his arms. Kushal Malla is there. Even Gulshan Jai is a very good quick bowler.
Forgot to mention Kushal Bertel as well. Of course, who's again in wicket-taking form. I suppose with Lamachani back in, he might use a little bit less with the ball, although, again, those two operated very well in tandem in St. Vincent in the T20 World Cup, where, well, Bertel was close to unplayable, 4 wickets against South Africa. I thought he bowled so well. Was it the first game, or probably the second game, wasn't it, against the West Indies? Some of the catching as well. Gulshan Jam, magnificent. Oh, they're going to take on Irie. Run out chance. Direct it, gone.
Direct hit,
you
yeah,
run the to this man. Oh, out comes the cartwheel.
What a yeah.
He's nailed the landing to go with it.
What a
outstanding fielding, outstanding celebration. It's the one, it's the only to Bender Singh Irie.
Yeah, his celebration is so unique.
Of
his own bowling, a direct hit. There was no single whatsoever in that occasion. Hit the stump.
Keep your eyes on the celebrations. It might be even better than the run-out. He says, thank you very much. Off he goes. Man down, nails the landing. 10 out of 10 from me. Oh, you've got to love it. It's going to take us to the drinks break. The cardiac kids raising the pulses again. Clinto's gone for 26. It's 56 for 4. Depart up. Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy sunflower oil, Mayali Bade ko swad. Depart up. Subject touch. हरेक लक्ष्य को आफ्नै कथा हुन्छ जोशको उत्साहको मेहनतको लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल sunflower oil मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद
नवीनको सधैँ नयाँ चमकदार देखिने घर जसको सबै छिमेकीले गुनासो
मन पर्यो है साथीहरु
घाँटी पाकिएको
त्यसको बाद चाहिँ डबल ट्याप गर्दै लाइक
गुनासोको चा छोरा जन्मिँदा घरमा
यसरी तपाईको मोबाइलमा चाहिँ डबल ट्याप पछि डबल ट्याप गरिदिनु न ल
यसमा भएको
यस्तो
युभी
सबै
हाइब्रिड
होला
टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शानदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
Hotel booking about Isewa Battery. 2000 plus hotels all across Nepal. Hotels with the best rooms. Relax, retreat, reservate. Hotels for everyone.
क्रिकेट लाइभ है गाइज डबल ट्याप गरिदिनु सबैजना क्रिकेट लाइभ स्क्रिनमा डबल ट्याप गर है
Hotel booking funny Isewa Battery.
नेपालको गेम भएपछि डेली लाइभ गर्छु है
sunflower oil मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद
तपाईहरु आउनु होला गेम हेर्नु होला सपोर्ट गर्नु होला हल्का मलाई
हरेक लक्ष्यको आफ्नै प्रभाव छ जोशको उत्साहको मेहनतको पिउने पानी भण्डारणको लागि सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टिल वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि
Greece. He's at the non-strikers end, the skipper, Mohamed Aslam, because that's where the run-out was affected. You have to love the energy and the joy that Dipender Singh
30 को बाद चाहिँ लाइक गर्दियौ त सबैजनालाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्दियौ यो बल पनि बबाल हाले यार दिपेन सिंहले
to execute a run-out like that off your own.
सम्पालको बबाल फिल्डिङ
It's actually very difficult, and to be honest, there was no run in that.
क्या फिल्डिङ है सम्पाल हामी
Just
क्या फिल्डिङ
ran blindly.
It's one of those ones as well, a little bit like the chance they nearly gave him trying to run two to him off his own bowling. It's just bad recognition of the fielder. You should know it's Dipender Singh so you know you don't risk that single. With due respect, if that's a Karen KC, you might say, okay, yeah, we'll take it on. We'll find a way to hustle home for one. Here's the skipper. He's a very fine cricketer. Both with bat and ball, and he'll have a role to play here. But it's a tricky position. They need 8.5 runs per over because at the halfway stage of this chase, it's 57 for 4.
57 for 4
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि Isewa Battery.
Nepal top, subject on.
Skyworth Home Appliances
पुस्ता पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनेरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनेरी बनाउने सधैँ KFC.
On this particular pitch, with the style which Bertel bowls, you might be tricky, could get a few to skid on.
Yes, that is what
पुष्पल भुर्तेलले पनि ज्यादा देखाउँछन् कहिलेकाहीँ
Navin Raj did for Kuwait, the skitty leg spinners that he bowled.
Starts with a loose one, but there isn't much bounce in the surface, so it isn't punished and put away. Yasin Patel will probably have to find a way with Mohamed Aslam to get this scoreboard moving, because to get 10, 11, 12 runs per over towards the death here, not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. 4 wickets are already back in the hut. And Kushal Bhurtel has the second best strike rate in T20 eyes.
Oh, Bertel nearly ran across the non-striker there. Might have fancied his chances of getting towards it. For Nepal, would there have been nerves today? I know the preparation couldn't have been any better. A series win over the West Indies, couple of wins in the warm-ups, and what seems like a very happy and stable squad under Stuart Law, who's come in and done a great job. But there will have been nerves with the scale of the prize and the pressure that is always going to be in these qualifiers.
Yes, the qualification is in stake, so each and every team, they will have nerves. We saw that in the first game here in this ground. UAE chasing a mere total of 119. They were nerves as well.
They got themselves in a real tangle, didn't they?
कतारले जित्छ या हार्छ कमेन्ट गर्नु है
Good partnership to pull it out of.
57 बलमा 82 रन
For them.
कता
It's one of those ones, I think, again, if you haven't watched the match, you say, oh, well, the UAE have won that comfortably. It really wasn't the story for probably, well, maybe 10, if not 15 overs of the chase. It starts to get his length a bit better.
Four singles in the first four deliveries of Kushal Patel's first over. The required rate is inching towards 9. It's 8.68 at the moment.
Just have a bit of breaking Nepal Premier League news, I suppose, with so many Nepal fans. Actually, I think this is official. One of the first overseas signings of season 2 of the Nepal Premier League, George Munsey. Scotland going to go to the Bratnagar Kings alongside Sandeep Pamachani. Didn't play the first season, so great to have him in for the second year. Well, what a cricketer he is. He's in the best form of his career.
Yes, he is, and he's been scoring runs.
Subscribe
ODI cricket in particular. Such a good record. Going to be 6 singles from Kushal Patel's first over. Not the best one. A little bit all over the place with his lengths, but gets away with it. End of the 11th, 63 for 4. Yeah, that second edition of the Nepal Premier League. There'll be more than a few cricketers here from some of the associate sides hoping to put themselves in the shop window for that.
Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
लाइक गरिदेऊ साथीहरु 84 को वाचिङमा 29 लाइक मात्र छ साथीहरु जम्मा
Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV hybrid टेक्नोलोजीले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा। घर रहन्छ सधैँ
सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु
शानदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल।
The attack, the captain coming round the wicket.
क्याप्टेन आफै बलिङमा आएका छन् है अहिले ल क्याप्टेनले के गर्छ हेरौँ है बबाल सेभ कुशल मल्ल गए
Probably he's going to bowl the death overs. That is why Rohit Paudel himself coming into the attack.
30 लाइक पुगेका छन् है ल फाइनली 30 लाइक कम्प्लिट भयो यार सरी 29 लाइक ल एक लाइक गरिदियो 30 लाइक
Kuwait might recognize this as an over to attack. And that's exactly what the captain of Kuwait has done. Picks up a brace of 2s to begin with.
Yes, swept it into the gap on the leg side. 2 runs taken.
ल 11 ओभरमा 67 रन ल
Was not in control but got the gap. Ran hard for the second one.
क्याच हुन्छ के हुन्छ यो बल
Down the ground and straight to the man. Well, that's why Rohit Paudel has brought himself into the attack. It's to get rid of his opposite number. It's another inspired bowling change. I think it's the 4th that's resulted in a wicket immediately. And the captain himself has a big smile on his face. As you can understand why Mohammad Aslam's gone after him. The right matchup. I think it's Kushal Patel, is it, down there at long on?
Yes, it was a simple catch to him. Whatever Rohit Paudel touches, it's turning into gold at the moment for Nepal.
You're spot on, and it's that trademark. I love that celebration he's got. He kisses the ball, sends a love up to the fans. Good change of bowling. It's a big wicket. Aslam's gone for 7, and Nepal are very pleased all of a sudden with their position. 61 for 5.
ल जय नेपाल कमेन्ट गरौँ है सबैजनालाई
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइप नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाटै
स्काईवर्थ
कृष्ण कुँवर जय नेपाल डबल डबल लाइक गरिदिउँ है कृष्ण दाई
We're speculating about will be spinner down at number 8. There is still batting to come for Kuwait, but just regularly losing wickets, and Nepal's fielding's not been at its very best, but it's applying enough of a chokehold alongside some skillful bowling to have them on top at the moment. Will that old Achilles heel of the struggles at the death with their death bowling maybe come back to haunt them, or can they close this out, Paresh?
Well, Kami had a very good first spell.
Oh, he's nearly created another run out chance to Dipendra Singh Airi.
Dipendra Singh Airi.
I think the thing that constantly surprises batters is his speed to the ball, yes, but then the pace of the release. And the two of those combined is what makes him such a firecracker, so dangerous in the field. And you just cannot run a single anywhere in his vicinity. He'll use it straight out again. Dipendra Singh Airi does it once more. 12 have been bowled. 67 for 5, and that task is getting ever taller and steeper for Kuwait. We see the two Manhattan charts, they've really been dwarfed, haven't they, because of that.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि ई सेवाबाट
नेपाल टॉप सब ठीक ठाक
Skyworth Home Appliances.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
पुस्ता पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने, जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनरी बनाउने सधैँ के।
And he thinks that because it's the two left-handers out there, the best option is get the two off-spinners bowling in tandem. I like what he's doing, thinking through his options, and there also seems to be a willingness from the 11 to adjust to it. Some bowlers would get upset only bowling one over and getting taken off, but Kushal Bertel straight back in the field, takes a catch in the last over, straight back into his work.
Oh yeah,
has to cut that one off. Said it before, I'm not sure that the production budget will extend to it. I would love it to Dipendra Singh Airi Cam. Just watch that one dedicated. Here you go.
Almost gets to the ball.
Doesn't quite agree with the line that Bertel is running there and the angle that he's at. He's got to be straighter. Your extra cover fielder shouldn't be getting beaten straight, so he's got to just squeeze in a little bit. I think he's now made that adjustment. One-handed pickup. Gets Lalit Rajbanshi a backward point of all places. Not a position he's usually in.
Yeah, not a place that he usually fields at. And if there's no turn, you have to field a bit straight. Like extra cover, a bit straighter.
Good work from Bertel. Again, not beaten on his left-hand side, so making that adjustment, learning it, and that I think was kind of compelled upon him by Dipendra Singh Airi. We've barely blinked. This over is almost done. Just 4 singles from it.
Last ball.
Nepal have a real squeeze on. It's another great over. Airi has been exceptional. You might look in the scorebook and say none for 10, but he's really been a change maker in this second innings. And Nepal will race through their overs and continue to apply pressure. That required run rate, Paresh, it's now over 10.
Dipendra Singh Airiको डाइभ कस्तो मान्नु भयो त ल Dipendra Singh Airiको डाइभको लागि एउटा कमेन्ट जाओस् न त राम्रो कमेन्ट ल Dipendra Singh Airiको डाइभ अहिलेको डाइभ क्याच नभए पनि डाइभ त बबाल हो नि
UV hybrid टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार
Nepal's showing a lot of class here, a lot of experience. They were wobbling really in that first innings until Gulshan Jha came to the crease. I know Kushal Patel will probably get the plaudits, but I really feel as though Jha was the change maker. Just lost his grip there actually, Rob Powell. It wasn't a case of seeing he was coming down the track. Yasin Patel batting in his cap. Better in the photos, doesn't it, rather than the helmet. This goes over the offside. Good read, really good read from Kushal Patel, who somehow was going to keep this to a single. Outstanding fielding, nearly creates a run out. And I think it's just as well that Yasin Patel was sent back.
छैन होला सायद रन आउट
Fantastic
गरे नेपालले
speed to the ball and another quick release. Wonderful fielding.
A very good anticipation by Kushal Patel to his right. Sprints to the ball and really releases it very quickly as well. Did Rohit Paudel drop the ball? Oh,
Not out,
it was very, very close.
I think a good decision again. Rashid Riaz and Phil Gillespie have been outstanding. Just got back. Could still see a twist or a turn or two from here for Kuwait, but they have to start finding the boundary. They're having that same problem that Nepal had in between this kind of end of power play and 15th, 16th over marker, not able to find the rope with any regularity. Well, that's more like an attempted, but Islam going to nestle underneath it.
Get out.
Yes, he is. And Sandeep Jor is never going to drop that. Another fine fielder. Rohit Paudel is two. He's got the wicket of Yasin Patel. And Nepal are maybe close.
Good job Sandeep Jora comment like sabajana. Good job Sandeep Jora comment.
Yes, a smart catch taken by Sandeep Zora, his second one in this innings. Yasin Patel played 27 deliveries for his 19, has to depart. He tried to hit it straight, but got the height, but not the distance. Easy catch for Sandeep Zora.
Yeah, great captaincy, leadership and quality from Rohit Paudel. Just a little slower through the air, wasn't it? Don't think it's Kushal Malla that's taken the catch. We'll need to get that corrected. Definitely Sandeep Jor.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइप नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह
पुस्ता पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनेरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनेरी बनाउने सधैँ केएफसी
Under Shiraz Khan will come to the crease. Might see the captain be really selfless here. He so often is. Maybe just bowl these two balls and then get out of his bowling for the day. Turn back to maybe Rajbanshi or Sandeep Lamachani. The Nepal fans are making a real racket here. They're loving every second. Great crowd for the opening day of the tournament and a lovely way to finish what's been three really engaging matches.
Yes, it has been the first game played on Oval 2. Oman beating Samoa by 5 wickets. And the second game here in this particular ground, UAE beating Qatar by 7 wickets. At the end of 14, Kuwait 76 for 6.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल सनफ्लावर ओइल मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद
To the attack, he was very expensive for the first 2 overs. 9.5 is economy rate.
Good crowd in there now, isn't it? Sandeep Lamachani returns to the attack for his third. Oh, googly across the left-hander. Don't think that was picked. Tahir Bilal stuck in the crease. Perfectly landed.
Sandeep can be very lethal in this situation. He pulls that accurate googlies that pitches and moves away from the left-hander.
Goes for it again. This could be Lamachani's return wicket. Yes, it is. And he takes a moment to give thanks. This time it is Kushal Malla that takes the catch. And lovely to see Gulshan Jha run a long way in to congratulate Lamachani. Those two very close indeed. Bertel with a high five for his fellow leg spinner.
Congratulations Sandeep Lamachani, comment garनु सबजना congratulations Sandeep
It's now only
Lamachani.
heading one direction, and it's heading the direction of the Himalayas.
Yet again another googly bowled by Sandeep Lamichhane. Simple catch to Kushal Malla.
76 मा 7 विकेट ला 76 विकेट
Tahir Bilal,
म 7 विकेट
the man who has to depart.
7 होला यार 6 मा
It's always the way Kuwait have played, isn't it? They keep going even when they lose wickets, but to hit square the wicket against the spin, not sure whether he was picking the googlies and the leg breaks and being able to tell them apart.
संदीप
It's a very
बबाल हो हैन
low percentage shots, and
अब के गर्छन् संदीप
well, Kushal Malla's taken that very comfortably.
नेपाल टॉपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टॉप सब ठिकठाक लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
पिउने पानी भण्डारणको लागि सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टिल वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित
Well, that's remarkable. There's Naveen Raj's trapped
Appeal
straight in front.
out.
It's 2-2. Lamachani's on a hat-trick.
संदीप को back to back
Nepal
wicket.
thinking of a big win now.
Like we discussed earlier about Sandeep Lamichhane, he enjoys bowling in this situation. He can be very
back to
lethal.
back 2 विकेट्स ल संदीप लामिछाने ह्याट्रिक है संदीप लामिछाने अब
Back wickets.
ह्याट्रिक मा छन् है संदीप लामिछाने
Just dead in front.
गुगली बल बबाल गुगली हाले यार अहिले चाहिँ
Yeah, I think it's a really good decision from an excellent umpire, Phil Gillespie. And I suppose a touch of
Sandeep
redemption
Lamachhane अब ह्याट्रिक मा छन् ह्याट्रिक मा
for
ला
Sandeep Lamachhane. He'll have been nervous once
Sandeep
in the field.
Lamachhane
First 2 overs having
hat-trick
gone for
हुन्छ त
19,
गाइज
but to come back and strike twice in the over.
संदीप को ह्याट्रिक हुन्छ
back
त
amongst the wickets.
कमेन्ट गर्न है हुन्छ
Surely
भने
what
हुन्छ
he was
भन्दैन
born
भने
to do, take wickets for his nation, Nepal, back in amongst them. And nice to see him with a smile on his face and doing.
पिउने पानी भण्डारणको लागि सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टिल वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
राजकिशोर चौधरी दाइ वेलकम है डबल ट्याप लाइक गरिदिनु है
जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनरी बनाउने सधैँ केएफसी
राजकिशोर चौधरी दाइ
There's a slip in place. Kushal Patel and slips.
ल
There's only been one T20 hat-trick in history for Nepal that belongs, well, who else could it be but to Karen KC? It came against Papua New Guinea. Lamachhane has a chance at it. He's got 2 and 2. Can he make it the perfect 3? He'll be bowling to number 10. Slip comes into place. Cover and mid-wicket hovering. What is the googly? It was always going to be the googly, but well kept out by Anudeep.
And the length was a bit shorter. He could have bowled a bit fuller and tossed it up.
ल दुई बलमा के एक
Nevertheless, back-to-back wickets for Sandeep Lamichhane. A very good comeback over for him.
Yeah, really good. Maybe thinking of double or triple wicket made in the way he's going. There's a googly kept out, just watched by Anudeep. And Nepal are thinking, well, not just to the 2 points, they're now thinking, hold on, if Kuwait go through this group, can we make this a 40 or a 50 run win? If they do, they'll get a good net run rate boost to go alongside it, and it would be a dream start. Oh, what a beauty that is. I'm not quite sure what they're appealing for. Is it LBW? Is it caught behind, or is it maybe stumped? I think it's beaten everything. The perfect leg break. You won't see a better one bowled. But it's a double wicket maiden. It somehow misses everything.
Yes, it was a flatter one, but turned viciously. Missed everything, missed the bat, missed the pad.
It's hard to bowl a better leg break than that. The drift and the angle in, this pitch probably around middle and leg stump even, just to confirm the side-on appeal also correctly given, not out. He did take the, it was all happening. Caught behind appeal, stumping appeal, neither given as Rajbanshi returns.
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
Skyward on Atlantis.
Asian Paints Ultimate Protect Shine यसमा भएको UV हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
ललितको तेस्रो ओभरको पहिलो भयो है त चौथो ओभर पनि सन्दीपलाई दिनुपर्छ चौथो
I think the attack complements each other really beautifully. It's so balanced. And they're all quite different, if that makes sense. Okay, yes, Lalit Rajbanshi and Kushal Malla both bowl left-arm spin. It's completely different. Rohit Paul, Dipender Singh both bowl off-spin. Completely different. Lamachani, Kushal Bertel, both leg-spin. Completely different styles. And that's why you've got 6 options there. We haven't even mentioned Gulshan Jha, Sampal Kami, or Nandan Yadav, who again are all 3 very different types of seamers. So 9 bowlers I've just mentioned there, and every one of them can be a threat. It can put pressure on the opposition, and it's a really nice position to be in as a captain.
Yeah, all the nine bowlers with different dynamics. Talking about Sompal Kami, he gets the ball. Talking about Nandan Yadav, he gets that bounce. He has pace. Even Gulshan Jha can bowl in pace.
In a funny way, it must be a relief that Sandeep Jura doesn't bowl too much, because you'd have 10 options up your sleeve as Rohit Paul.
Even Asif Sheikh can take off his pads and come and bowl.
That's a bridge too far, Paresh. I'm not going there with you. Arif, his brother, maybe, but not Asif. I'm not going to buy into him ever bowling a ball in international cricket. I don't think he's ever done it either.
Oh yeah.
And for Kuwait, they just look a bit shell-shocked now, don't they? Both of these are capable of clearing the ropes, but are they maybe almost playing a little bit with net run rate in mind, thinking, okay, this game's probably gone, can't get 15 and over from here, let's narrow the gap as much as we can, and then we're going to have to go and beat Japan.
Yes,
Only 2 runs of this over, 16 gone. Kuwait are 78 for 8.
You're just looking at
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाट
नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक सनफ्लावर ओइल मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति
incredible to think that, though, isn't it? That, okay, you might say Malaysia beating Qatar would be an upset, but Japan will fancy their chances against Kuwait, and certainly Papua New Guinea will be favourites against Samoa. We could have a position, unlikely it might be, that at the end of the second day, we actually know the 3 sides eliminated. Now, all of those games on day 3 will be very important, because then they will all dictate who takes through the 2 points to the Super 6. So it's not like there's going to be dead numbers. Absolutely not. But that would be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? Presuming Nepal close this win out, if Malaysia were to beat Qatar, if Japan were to beat Kuwait, and if Papua New Guinea were to beat Samoa, we'd know the 3 sides eliminated after just 6 games.
Yes. In a couple of days' time as well.
Remarkable. Could all be over inside, well, 48 hours, for some 36 hours. So a lot to play for tomorrow. Every single game, all of the 21 going to count hugely. That one's going to miss the leg stump. It's a sharp turning, googly, and Asif Sheikh nearly creates a run-out chance. Good umpiring again from Phil Gillespie.
Sandeep Lamishani appealing every delivery that hits the pad. That one going down the leg side.
He's hit the bat. He's desperate for wickets, isn't he? Oh, he's hungry to take wickets like any good leg spinner.
Yes, he has missed out on 3 T20Is in Sharjah. This is a comeback tournament for him. Has taken 2 wickets already.
Looks like he's found a nice rhythm now. They're going to try and run an overthrow here. Jazz throw goes to the keeper's end and they will get home.
We often don't see this overthrows by Nepal. Four runs off the last over, Sunil Amishani. Last ball to go.
Another googly. It was always going to be a googly. He'll finish his 4-over allocation. Great return given his first 2 overs, none for 19. He finishes with 2 for 22 from his 4, and Kuwait 82 for 8.
हरेक लक्ष्य को आफ्नै कथा हुन्छ जोशको उत्साहको मेहनतको लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल एशियन पेन्ट्स अल्टिमा प्रोटेक्ट शाइन यसमा भएको यूवी हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
Special celebrations like झन्नै स्पेशल बनाउने सधैँ KFC.
सुमन बुढ्छकी 1v1 आऊ भन्ला छ नि त हो के हो
That's Rajbanshi, that's number 9.
आउट है ल
Now it's going to be all over
Live
for the
down and
shouting.
say,
Good glove work from Asif Sheikh to hold on to a sharp catch
live didn't
right
even
off
finish your
maybe
side,
the toe end of the bat
Yo,
of
wicket guys, that's
Shiraz
up
Khan. Rajbanshi has his second. Nepal of 9.
Very smart catch taken by the keeper, Asif Sheikh. It was quicker through the air, Lalit Rajbanshi. Yeah, you're right, Lenny. It was toe end of the bat. Rashid Riaz, the umpire, no hesitation to give it out. Shiraz Khan has to depart for 3. It's all done and dusted for Kuwait. They are 9 down for just 82 runs.
A remarkable performance.
सब ठीक ठाक
सनफ्लावर ओइल मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल सनफ्लावर ओइल मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद
नेपाल टॉप सब ठीक ठाक
Dominated the vast majority then of this second innings as the youngster comes out at number 11. Daunting task for him. Just trying to get out deep onto strike to see if he can hit a few boundaries. But Kuwait are going to go down to defeat here. So nearly from that delivery it was all over. And what's more, particularly if Kuwait end up beating Japan and coming through to the Super Sixes alongside Nepal, presuming that Nepal of course can get past Japan, they'll take a good 2 points and a net run rate boost into that Super 6. So an ideal start for Nepal and what looks like it's pretty tricky batting conditions overall here at the main oval.
Very well bowled by Lalit. Word cut out for Kuwait. Farooq, the number 11 batter for Kuwait. He bowled very well in his first spell in the first innings.
Working the leg side should just get the single, so he'll get off the mark. We've no doubt that the vast majority of Nepal is watching this match and enjoying the action, and we do have to give a shout out to Paris Kadka, the secretary of the Cricket Association of Nepal, who is watching on. He's just posted a tweet with an amazing photo from Sajan Lamachani, the official Cricket Association of Nepal photographer. It looks like he's levitating in mid-air, Dipender Singh Airi, and he says, "What sport are we playing?" Brilliant. I give that a retweet. That is absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah,
End of the
defense
18th
take
over,
it there.
83 for 9. Rajbanshi ends with excellent figures. He's got 2 for 17.
Defense
Nepal,
really shots
who
in
remember,
right
the second highest ranked side in this qualifier, no doubt will have had some nerves coming into today, particularly with the bat in that first innings.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाट
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
Skyworth Home Appliances. यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
स्पेशल सेलिब्रेशन्सलाई झन्नै स्पेशल बनाउने सधैँ KFC
As it does loop up, and it's going to be a wicket, and fittingly, it'll be defenders Singari that takes the catch. It rounds out well, close to a pitch-perfect performance, certainly with the ball anyway, just the one-drop catch in the field. Some real highlight moments, particularly provided by the Tiger himself, with that world-class run, as good as you'd ever want to witness. Nepal ultimately proving a bit too good for Kuwait, who had their moments, particularly in the first innings, but it's the dream start in a tournament structure and format that you have to get off to a good start in. Nepal win by 58 runs.
Yes, and a very big margin of win. Simple catch to Brady, the last wicket.
Congratulations Nepal.
Congratulations Nepal. Winning the game by 58 runs, a big margin.
Nepal win by 58 runs.
Run rate.
Award कसले पाउँछन् हेरौँ है आज अवार्ड ल म्यान अफ द म्याच कसले पाउँछन् हेरौँ है
But on the whole, you would have to say between the two innings the right
Man
result.
of the
They
match.
have outplayed
Man of the match
Kuwait.
call
Definitely, I thought they were so good with the ball
कुशल भुटिलले
and
पाउँछ
so impressive with their bowling plans.
Man
They,
of the
they
match,
generally
right.
fielded pretty well
म्यान अफ
too.
द म्याच हेरौँ ल कमेन्ट
But as the teams go off to shake hands, the two support staffs are already doing that on the sideline. Rohit Paudel pats Kushal Patel on the back and says, "Thank you for your runs and indeed that winning moment to the wicket." 26 for Clintonto, who really kept trying to swing away merrily, and double figures for Meet Bavsar and
म्यान अफ द
Yasin
म्याच
Patel.
दिइराख्नु 420
The rest,
सब्सक्राइबर
nothing
पुगेको
to speak
सबैजना
of.
ल
Yes, it
फटाफट
was a very poor performance by Kuwait. Sorry, reading scorecard. Bowling cards, Sompal Kami, a wicket for Nandan Yadav as well. 2 wickets for Lalit and Sandeep. 2 wickets for
सम्पाल
Rohit
कामी 1
Paudel, the
विकेट
captain. Kushal Patel
ललित राजवंशी
chipping up
2
with
विकेट्स ललित
Yeah, and certainly a kind of all-round bowling performance that will give Stuart Law and Rohit Paudel a very, very pleasing end to the evening. They've had a few wobbles,
यो
but let's
बोर्ड
get a look at the
यार
very best of it, starting with that Sampal Kami wicket.
यो बोर्ड
Yeah,
बाबा
this was
यो
the shot
हेर बोल्ड
played by the
When you
batter
get out.
across the line. Straight hit. You get reward when you hit it straight, like you see here.
6
That hit for a 6. And Lalit Rajbangshi
yes it's right
taking a wicket in his first over. And Nandan Yadav also changing his ends. First over that he bowled was haywire. And Lalit again getting hit for a 6 down to square leg by Yashin Patel. Then came in Sandeep Lamichhani. A catch was dropped by Nandan Yadav at long on of Clinton Anto. Sandeep Lamichhani went for 19 in his first 2 overs. Then he was stopped. This was the play of the day. Dipendra Singh Airi is run out. And Rohit Paudel also chipping in with 2 wickets.
A lovely moment in the background here. You won't be able to see it as we're on the
नेपालको
highlights.
गेम
But the
जहिले छ
Nepal
म
team
कमेडी पोस्ट
coming
गर्छु
to
र
thank their
तपाईहरुलाई
fans, as they
गेम
always do. The lap of
हेरेर
honour
मजा लिनु
going
होला
all the way around the Oman Cricket Academy and applauding their fans just like they were one of the team. The 12th player at it again. Kushamala held that simple catch, and then Sandeep Lamichhani struck. The very next delivery was on a hat-trick, and got the decision going his way. That was a good catch. Great glove work by Asif Sheikh, often overlooked as to how clean his glove work is. And then the winning moment, Kushal Patel getting that first wicket to his name, and another catch. They won't come any easier than that for Dipender Singh Ari. There are the Nepal players going around the ground to thank their fans. A lovely touchy moment of what has been the most perfect opening day for them. We'll leave you with the news before the post-match presentation that Nepal have won by 58 runs. So stay with us. We'll hear from both captains. We'll find out who the player of the match is in about 5 to 10 minutes time.
खेल्छ त कमेन्ट गर्नु है नेपालले वर्ल्ड कप खेल्छ कि नै यो वर्ष कमेन्ट है अरे नेपाल भर्सेस कुवेत नेपालको र नेपाल भर्सेस जापानको गेम छ है अब जापान कतार हो त्यो फिक्स भएन नेपाल भर्सेस जापान हुन्छ सायद ग्रुप बी मा नेपाल भर्सेस जापानको गेम हुन्छ सायद भोलि भोलि पर्सि कहिले छ नेपाल भर्सेस जापानको म्याच छ है तर सबैजना सब्स्क्राइब गरौँ साथीहरु अब भोलि आउनु होला है लाइभमा ल T20 वर्ल्ड कप है ल वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर आजको लागि यति गर्छ है लागि हामीहरुलाई भोलि आउनु होला सबैजना म कम्युनिटी पोस्ट गरेछु गेम कहिले छ है म गेम कम्युनिटी पोस्ट गरेर तपाईहरु आउनु होला गेमको मजा लिनु होला धन्यवाद बाइ बाइ दोस्त बाइ बाइ साथीहरु
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT
ल साथीहरु अब यति नै हो त लाइभ बाइ साथीहरु